completely. I think it's still there, quietly. Testing, testing. I feel like I can I be heard? It's my first time. Let me see if I can be heard. Testing, testing. Just testing out my mic right now. I'm not sure if I can be. Oh, I can be heard. Okay, cool. Okay, then I will speak some more. Somebody suggested Grimwild, which is a crazy suggestion. It's not a solo RPG. Caernathalis is a good one. I feel like I sound really low. Grimwild. Ironheart. I haven't played. Caernathalis. Testing, testing. I think the music is at a good spot. Maybe I should use my other mic. I might be... How about that? This might be better. Testing out. I got YouTube right here, just trying to see. Yeah, okay, that's better. So I have all these games that let me see. So I have these games that a few of them were sent to me, and now I'm just wondering what I should play. I also have Caernathalis. So this one's called A Perfect Rock. I just had this one sent to me. and I played the other game by this creator, Home, which is going to be released soon on my channel. I kind of partnered with him, and I have a really cool cinematic retelling of Home, and it sounds so cool. So I'm really excited to get that released and out there. It'll be out in a couple weeks. But okay, so let's go in order. I guess I have 2d6 dungeon, which was mailed to me. I got a whole bunch of stuff. So this is what was sent to me. So let's look at it. I haven't really looked at this stuff. He sent me some dice. They're different colors, and then they say 2y, 4y, 5y, 6y. I don't know what this means. And then they say 6x, 4x. I'm sure the game will tell me what that means. So I'll just set those right there. Let's move that up, actually. Okay, so that's the 2d6 dungeon like dice pouch. Cool. And then there are game cards. He also sent me a little note. Can't read it. Oh, this is a note from another game that was sent to me. This is the note from him. He said, "Hi, Maia. Here is your push. Here's your push." I don't know what that means. Push? Oh, people and their chicken scratch. I can't read this. I look forward to seeing what you make of it. Warm regards, Toby. Yeah, that's Toby, the creator of 2d6 Dungeon. So I thank him for sending this stuff over. That's really cool. So these cards are designed to be used in the game. So I have the game right here. I don't usually play with all this like tactile type stuff, but this could be fun. So let's see. So these are 2d6 reference cards. And then what are these ones? Creature cards. Okay. Creature cards. So are they all? Okay, so they're reference cards. And then there are herb cards. God. More creatures. Okay, I think most are creatures, and then you got a few reference cards, so. Levels of the Human Ancestry Dungeon. More references, and then combat reference. Quick reference, combat again. Combat, oh, okay, it looks like there's a lot to remember for combat. Combat fatigue, and then there's herbs. Small, spiky seed heads, Cathoto spines. You know what these look like? I feel like I've taken these out of like the paw of my dog when we're on a walk. Then she starts limping. I'm like, you got one of those things in you. Okay. Cool, herbs. Okay. Then the rest are creature cards. I guess this would be easier to have the card than to look in this book here. So I guess the end of the book has the cards, but then you could just pull it out. Shows the name, the level. Okay. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna put these back and hopefully put it back well. So that's 2d6 dungeon cards. I hate when this happens. That look at the ones that stick up. I just want them to all fall in perfectly. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay. So that is the 2d6 dungeon game cards. This was also sent to me. I don't know what it is. It's blank though. It's like a blank, like a standee. Like it just stands up. I gotta email him. It could be nothing, but I don't know. So I'm gonna set that to the side. I also have the character sheet. There's 3 character sheets. I'm interested to try out this game. I'm hoping that it's not too crunchy. That's why I kind of steer clear of like Caranathalis. And there's only like a couple games from, I think it's Black Oath Games, that I really vibe with. Other than that, he gets super simulationist, and I just don't have fun with that. So we got the character sheet here, and the character sheet is like another way that I can kind of test to see what's important to track, how crunchy and all that good stuff. Okay. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad. Level, legend status level tracker here at the bottom. Okay. Okay. And then we also have non-magical item value, like bookmarks here. Roll for the room size, roll a d66. Oh, actually, this will be helpful. Just have this little, I love little references so that, because there's a lot of flipping back and forth in solo games. So any way to kind of lessen that is always super helpful. So we got 2d6 dungeon here. It's pretty thick. This is a thick solo game. But I want to say the rules are only like the first 60 pages. We have generic tables. And then, yeah, I think the rest is just tables. Oh, wait, do you set it like this? This is my idea. The book is heavy. And then you go like that? Like this? No, because the book is too heavy. I don't know what this is for. What is this little standy thing for? Okay. So this is just tables. Rune stone table 1. More tables. That way. And then level 8, level 7 and 8 tables, it says. And then we have the more tables. So sometimes the book is this way, sometimes it's that way. Level 8 and 9 tables. Oh, okay, I see. And then this is the bestiary. The following tables are designed as creature cards. These can be referenced here or printed out and made into cards for easy access. You will need to have access to these cards throughout the game. The creature cards are in alphabetical order for easy reference. Love that. Okay, slide them into sleeves. I love a card. I love cards. Okay, so these are all the enemies. And then the back of the cards. Optional tables. Okay. So we got 2d6 dungeon. It's on the list. So character create and encounter the room. Where's like character creation at? What you need to play, setting, the subterranean gods, coinage and gems. There's 10 levels. It's set in its own fantasy world called Coradine. Okay. Don't think anything can be... It's really bright. No, that doesn't help. Okay. What you need to play. You need this core rules book, the tables codex for reference, 2 different colored 6-sided dice, an additional 2 6-sided dice, a pencil, and a dot grid. Print out the quick reference combat cards to use in combat. You can also print out the god cards, herb cards, and creature cards for ease of use. And then, okay, so that would be these cards here. There are... The aim of 2d6 Dungeon is to complete the 10 levels of the dungeon. Completing the first 10 levels... completing the first level 10 times doesn't count. How did he know? How did he know we're going to ask that? And then you can become a legend. And then there is a future expansion for the game called 2d6 Legendary Dungeons. Okay. There's side quests. Okay, creating an adventurer. You will have a number of stats and abilities. So, okay, so there's primary and secondary dice in 2d6 dungeon when rolling a d66. You will need, the primary die will need to be a different color from the secondary die. So maybe that's these two dice that he sent over. I got a blue and a yellow. I mean, I have a whole bunch of d6s. This is my favorite dice to roll. So you always read the primary die first. So let's say blue is primary. And then, unless the encounter or ability states otherwise, combat and room generation particularly depend on the application of the primary and secondary die. Okay. Okay, now you need to select a weapon. Starting armor table. Okay, I think the walkthrough, I think it helps. This is pretty easy to understand. Adventure level tables. You will level up while exploring in-game, representing the fact that your experiences are honing your skills. When this happens, you instantly gain 10 HP, and your baseline HP total increases by 10. Okay. Oh, here we go. It like walks through and it shows you like the different colored dice. Entrance room, a roll of a 5 and a 3 results in the entrance room being reduced to 3 by 2. Generating dungeon rooms. Okay, so I have to generate the dungeon room. Just trying to encounter a new room. So where's like the into the dungeon, encountering the rooms. Dot grids, crib sheets, and flowcharts. That's page 55. Combat. This dungeon info. Oh, it looks like I can print something out. This is like a, you can't really see. There you go. It's a dungeon. Okay, combat, roll D66 and compare. I think I'm gonna have to practice this a little bit. It doesn't seem like it's the easiest to just kind of like hop in and go. I do want to, this one's a little bit chunkier. Okay, so I also got the Layers Omnibus. What is this? Smaller. The Omnibus features 5 layers from 3 previous 2d6 publications. These are the Infernal Cave, the Sunken Swamp, the Ancient Mineshaft, the Basins of Adrumar, and the Haunted House. Each is a self-contained adventure, which we will see creatures and treasure revealed in new and unexpected ways. Oh, I love an expansion. Someone said, are you looking for a system to try or specifically an adventure to play with the system you already have? I'm looking to test out which game I want to try next out of these here that I have set on my table. So for right now, I have 2d6 Dungeon that I'm looking at currently, and then I'm going to look at Ironheart. I have a Perfect Rock, and then there's like a few others as well. I have Courier, Repacked. I have a few, and then I have Dead Belt. I also have 3 copies of Home. So I already played Home, so if anybody wants a copy, reach out. I don't need these, so I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. So if anybody wants to try out Home, there you go. Had a really fun time with Home. Yeah, there's not much Dead Belt. I looked online. I couldn't find many Dead Belt. So we got 2d6 Dungeon Layers Omnibus. Okay, so a roll and write, print and play. Should I start with one of these layers? Like when I start 2d6 Dungeon? It's always good to have. I always like an official place to start. And it sounds like these are, yeah, like a self-contained adventure. I really like that. Okay, so we have Layers, Volume 1, Volume 2, The Haunted House. Can I do this at like a level? I'm level 1 character though. Introduction, difficulty level, let's see. These layers can be taken on by any level adventurer, levels 1 to 10. There are special conditions that have to be applied depending on your level. For example, when you encounter traps, you will take damage per level of adventurer. Oh, I see, okay. There are also 4 versions of each creature. You fight the creature that is closest to your level at the start of combat. Oh, okay. I like that. Because I was like, I'm a level 1, I'm gonna die. So it looks like, okay, so it kind of like balances to your level as you play. Okay, cool. Which one's the haunted house? That one sounds interesting. Haunted house expansion. Can I play this at level 1? The Haunted House expansion is based in the same world as the rest of the 2d6 dungeon, and although the Haunted House theme is often seen in modern contexts, in this situation it is placed in the fantasy world of Coradine. Is it Coradine or Coradine? This time though, rather than playing an adventurer, you play the town constable and have been called to a house on the outskirts of town, where something strange is happening. Oh, cool. But to play, you would need the core rules, but there are some exclusive and themed rules below that make exploring the haunted house quite different to exploring a dungeon. It does not say if level 1 character. Can I play this at level 1? I feel like I should play the core 2d6 dungeon before getting to this because there's like additional rules that have been added on. So I'm gonna set this to the side. So that is 2d6 dungeon. I do want to play it because I do want to give my thoughts to Toby and thank him for sending it to me. Really happy about it. Okay, someone says you've mentioned your particular preference for play. Could you elaborate on that? What's the best balance of the specificity from game telling versus the emergent stuff? Yeah, my particular preference is I like to generate stuff on tables and go from there. I take notes, of course, but I don't like to journal. So that's just my play style. I really like, so Astro Prisma is one of my longest running solo game on my channel here, and I'm having so much fun. So I have notes on why I love Astro Prisma because I'm writing up a review as I play. So if I read that, you'll know exactly a little bit more about my playstyle. So first, the aesthetics and the genre matter. I really like sci-fi. I like the tone. I like the tech. I like factions, and this is what Astro Prisma does. And that feeling of, drifting between planets and settlements, and Astro Prisma immediately puts me in a space I want to inhabit. And on top of that, it clearly pulls inspiration from Miru, which is one of my first solo games that I really like to play. And that foundation matters to me. I like hex crawling and seeing what I discover in each hex. So it's not like this wide world where I'm like, oh, what do I do first? It's like, okay, take it one hex at a time, and I really like that. So I'm moving through space in like this structured way. I'm not inventing where I go and why, and so I can navigate that system. And so, yeah. Oh, also, I really love that the D10 system. Befallen does this a little bit too, in a different way, but I like D10s, and I like having a challenge die. So I roll a challenge die for the world, and I have to beat that number that I rolled. So I like that the world is kind of like fighting back against me. I really love when enemies have behavior tables. Um, Befallen does this, and Astro Prisma does this, and so it makes combat more varied. So um, it's not just, oh, they hit and slice and then you hit and then they hit, and so you can roll on that D10 table and it's random and it's a little bit chaotic, and I really love that because you don't know what you're gonna do. You don't know what they're gonna do next. And some of those enemy tables in that game are so interesting. Like they have some hacks, some stuff that they can do to you that could just totally take you out and your team, and it's very fun. There are enemy tiers, so there are different enemies go up, so they're not just they don't just have more HP, but even their abilities, like a tier 4 boss, is so hard compared to a level 1 boss, and I really like that. I think I met a tier 4 boss on my first session, which was hilarious. I ran away, of course. I love all the tables. I love that there are tables for planets, for settlements, for NPCs, factions, encounters, events, names. It's great. It's great. And then factions are really where the world comes alive. You know, my favorite, going up with one faction while dropping with another creates this tension. That's very fun. So it's keeping the world moving, and I really love that. And then the biggest thing is the extras, the supplements that this game has. It's my longest running solo campaign, and I think the supplements and the expansions help out a lot. Yeah, they're so good. It's not perfect, of course, but I've played 17 sessions, which is a lot for me, and so yeah. Yeah, so that's me elaborate a little bit more on my play style and why I love it. Astro Prisma kind of fully sums up like what my play style is for, what my preferred play style is for solo gaming. Okay. Next, I have a perfect rock. This I just picked up in the mail like an hour ago, or hour and a half, and this is everything that is like included in it. It's a little package, so let's take a deeper look. I'm gonna move this to the side. So it comes with a rock oracle deck. So it's a deck of treasures for personal reflection, storytelling, creative inspiration, and there are 50 illustrated cards with a pocket guidebook. Nice. Very well made too. It's like really cool. It's the back, it's the sides. Visit Deep Dark Games, everybody. His name is Nick. Nick Gralowitz. I might be saying that wrong. Okay, so you open it and it says, "What treasures will you unearth?" Should tick it off. Boom. Okay, and so the sides say anchor, amplifier, catalyst, and bridge. I don't know what the cards mean yet, but this is what it says. And then it says origin in the upper left, energy in the upper right. Bottom right, it says keywords and then the name. Okay, so this is like the name of the rock, maybe, and then the keywords for it. Root, mythic, celestial, and shadow. Okay, so let's look at these bad boys. Okay, so it does come... Oh, okay, it comes with a little guidebook. This is the guidebook. This is cute. Use this deck to play a Perfect Rock, a planet exploration role-playing game. Your home planet was destroyed, and you must search the stars for a new world to call home. Explore distant planets, each represented by a rock from this deck. What strange, wondrous, and deadly world awaits you? I think this is very fun. His other game, Home, not the planet was destroyed, but like her region. So I kind of want to see if I can make like a spiritual connection between that character and that world and this one. Because, you know, if their entire like continent got destroyed, and home got destroyed. Maybe some people made it and they went off-world, and this is where we go with a perfect rock. So I was thinking, how can I connect it? That would be cool. So we have the purpose of the deck, which is, it's so cute. It's like 16 pages in this little, you really can just put it in your pocket. Rock Oracle Guide Deck. Rocks are powerful symbols. They are set into crowns, carried into battle, and cherished as gifts. They are used for healing, protection, and connection to worlds beyond our own. They are the magnificent product of stardust and time, treasures hidden within our planet, waiting to be found. With this deck, you will unearth your own treasures. What will these rocks mean to you? So, the Rock Oracle deck is a collection of minerals, gems, and treasures designed to spark creativity and personal discovery. Each card is inspired by the traditional physical and metaphysical characteristics of a rock. Now, I'm usually not really interested in rocks, but this was sent to me, and it's still a planet building exploration game, so I'm interested just to see like what I will learn about it. Maybe I'll learn something new about myself and my playstyle and solo RPGs. Okay, so then it goes on to explain like what each section of the card means, what all the keywords mean. So yeah, I will look deeper into that. That's really cool. So I'll set that right there, and let's look at the cards a little bit. Oh, they feel really good. Wow. These are like really good quality. They're very thick too. Okay, so we got amber. We got amber. There's a little bug inside of it. Well, actually, let's see what it means. So I do want to know what it means real quick. Okay, so we have the name Amber for this card, for example. And then we have 2, which is the origin, which is this upper left icon right there. And then number 3 is the energy, so how the rock influences the world. And that is this icon, which is, it's an anchor. And so if we look, anchor, oh, it just means anchor. Okay, I was like, maybe it means something else. And then we have 4, which is the keywords. This is the rock's symbolic meaning. So this is amber. Its symbolic meaning is preserve, trap, and memory. And then so we have other cool ones like bloodstone. Bloodstone it represents reinforce, courage, and sacrifice. Now I'm gonna play this game and I'm gonna do my best. Usually keywords, you have to like look in yourself and figure out what it means for yourself in the game, you know? Usually that type of like, I like oracles to give me a little bit more, but I'll do my best. Because when I play solo, I don't want to like GM myself, if that makes sense. Yeah. It's hard to tell, but these cards have like different colors on the side. And then we have hematite, representing secure, grounded, and shield. Jade, balance, earthly, fortune. I'm not going to go through all the cards, but we're going to look at some. Pyrite, persist, ambition, glory. Am I going to say this name right? Shorl. Repel, impure, spirit. Tiger's eye. Are these all real? These must be all real rocks, right? Citrine. Kunzite. Quartz. Well, now I want to look up, what's my birthstone? I was born in May. I think, is it amethyst? I might be wrong. My mom knows. May, birthstone. It's emerald. Oh, I was wrong. Okay. Someone in my family is amethyst. It's gonna be in here somewhere. Oh, okay. So we have different colors too. Right, right. So that's why the sides were different. So we have these ones, and they have like they're dark in color. So we have jet, onyx, astrophyllite, black opal, obsidian, nice, cinnabar, mercury, and numite. Oh, okay. So I think each what's the word? I think each origin maybe has a different color. So this origin here is shadow. That's why they have the darker colors, darker background. So that's shadow. And these are root. And so that's why they're kind of like a tan background. See, these are all the root ones. And then, so these have a crown. So these are mythic. And that's gold. Where's emerald? Where's my birthstone at? Septarian? Platinum? Ooh, diamond. Emerald. There it is. There's my birthstone. Okay. Yeah, nice. Okay, so these are all the mythic stones. And then these ones are all the celestial ones. So they'll all have their own, what's the word? They'll all have their own origin, but even in the deck of origins, they can have different energy. So like these two are celestial, but their energy is anchor. And this one's also celestial, but its energy is amplifier. Interesting. Okay. Very cool cards. Gonna stack them by origin again, right? Gonna put the shadow ones on top this time. These are very cool. And then all the back is all the same for all of them. Jet. Very cool. My next character should probably be a stone name. And that is the deck. That is supposed to go inside there. Let's see if I can do it. Slide it in there. There we go. Okay. That is a perfect rock. It also comes with these patches. Nothing is perfect, it says, and this one says Mech Survey Team. Has a little hand, a robotic hand holding a stone. Very cool. I will iron this. Actually, these are really cool. I will probably iron these onto one of my jean jackets. These are awesome. Nice. And then we have something called 3 Little Rocks, this pamphlet. What is this? 3 Little Rocks. This is the story of 3 little rocks. Ooh, this little short story. And an explorer who sought a new home. She needed a new one after hers was lost. So across the galaxy she roamed. The first was not good, and the air was too hot. The vines were a vicious sort. The second was also a pretty hard no. That's hilarious. Okay. That's a no for me, dog, she said. The dragon cut her visit short. There was a dragon on one. Okay. The third one looked promising. The weather was nice. The water a beautiful green. But no one expected giant snails to arise and be quite so very mean. Oh, it's a little short story. It's cute. And so she was left with a troubling choice and had to sit and take stock. Where'd she get this chair, though? Until she remembered the very wise words, there is never a perfect rock. Oh, that's cute. 3 Little Rocks, little short story. Okay, so then we actually have the rule book here, and the paper, the stock here is very thick. Oh, okay. The paper feels very interesting. Okay, so it has the quick reference that's folded inside. It has the table of contents, which can fold out. Interesting. Okay. So then, quick reference, always nice. A Perfect Rock. It's about 65 pages. And it's just going through, reading. Oh, the paper feels like this paper feel here for this game. I don't know. It's like more shiny and slippery. I don't know the name of the quality, but this actually feels like paper, like regular paper stock from like the printer. Which is interesting because a lot of the RPGs I've been buying, they have that same kind of slippery texture to it. And I'm wondering maybe it's cheaper? I'm not sure. Because a lot of companies go with that. There we go. Your home planet was destroyed. You are aboard the last starship with the sole survivors of your people, and you must find a perfect rock. New planet to call home. You can even see the pages a little bit better. Before, I don't know. I got, for some reason, that slippery texture. It might be cheaper. I don't know. How do I play? For alternate ways to play, please read playing a quick game or playing solo. Playing solo is how I will play it, but it looks like you can play with other people, which could be fun. Use these suggestions when playing a Perfect Rock solo. Envision another important person on the journey with you. Make them different from you, and then you can roll a d6, and then gives you some options to choose from. Okay, someone said, hello, Maia. I'm Moro, LOG's creator. Hi. I just played it and I killed my friend. I didn't kill her, the dice killed her. She died so quickly. I love the video where you played it. Your impressions helped to inspire a few changes I plan to make in the system. Thank you so much for the cool content. Yeah, no problem. Can I have my friend back? Can that be one of the changes? She died so quickly. Inspired by, this game is inspired by In This World by Ben Robbins. That's a really cool, like, Ben Robbins, pretty cool guy. Love a lot of his work. For the Queen. I'm Sorry, Did You Say Street Magic? Another really cool world building game. Interstellar, of course. Interstellar, such a good film and good inspiration. Oh, Dune. And we got The Expanse. We got Remembrance of Earth's Past, Outer Wilds, and Subnautica. I just love the feel of it. This is like making me want to play it just because like the feel of the paper for some reason feels really good. And it's just, I don't know, it feels like I'm opening up like a cool newspaper. I don't know how to explain it. It just feels really good in the hand. I didn't realize like how much I missed this tactile feel because all the other games are just like that slippery feel. I keep coming back to it because I don't know, my brain keeps going to it. This really, it feels great. Okay, Espa and Talca. Aurora. Okay, I'm gonna go through just the first few pages because it's 3 o'clock and I do need to eat lunch at some point in my life. There we go. Okay, so we have the contents here, and then we have them again here. Nice. Players, 1 to 4 players. Game length, 1 to 5 hours over 1 to 2 sessions. About 1 hour per explored star. The playstyle is collaborative role building with no game master. Maybe I'll play this with another person. I don't know. I don't know. I love me some co-op. We'll see. Riding utensils, 2+ rocks per explored star. If I was in a place that had more rocks near me, I would go out and get some rocks. But for now, I will use the awesome rock oracle deck that was sent. This oracle deck is awesome. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, I would rather have this than actual rocks. This looks so cool. Optional index cards or sticky notes. I always got sticky notes and index cards on hand. As a GM, one of the best things you can have nearby. Okay, so let's read the setup real quick, and then I'm just gonna read these couple pages, and then I will open up this star map. What? I don't even know if I have room. We'll see. So, setup. You are an explorer whose home planet was destroyed. You're aboard a starship with the sole survivors of your species, and you must find a new planet to call home. You will travel to distant stars and... okay, lost my place. And survey potential planets. You will explore the people, memories, and influences on your ship. And when the ship's fuel runs low, you must choose a planet for your species to live on. As an explorer, your goal is to explore strange planets, collect interesting objects, and create a home aboard the ship. As a player, your goal is to collaboratively build an interesting ship and planets, and show how these aspects influence your new home. Well, how do I play? You choose one person to be the facilitator. If you're reading this book, it's probably you. How did you know? A lot of rule books will say, choose one person to be the insert game master name here. If you're reading this, it's probably you. I feel like all authors know, like, if you're reading this, like they're like, we know your players don't read, so if you're reading this, it's you. The facilitator is responsible for reading sections of the book aloud, like instructions and star descriptions, and helping guide play. The facilitator is still a player with equal input to the story, just like everyone else. For alternate ways to play, go to the back. Okay, preparing to play. Before playing, ask all players to gather some interesting rocks. Okay. They'll either need, or a sheet of paper, explorer's notes, page 10. Is there like a specific... Oh, look at that. There's a whole page for explorer's notes. Should I write on this? I should, right? I know some people are like collectors and they'll be like, no, I'll write on a piece of paper. I'm writing on this bad boy. Okay. I probably, but I can, it says right here, you can download the explorer's notes. Maybe I'll download it. Because do I want to keep coming back to page 10 for my notes and then flip to the other pages I need while I'm playing? Probably not. Okay. There is a length of play. The recommended number of stars is 2 to 5. Each star takes about 1 hour to explore. Consider playing over 2 sessions if you choose to explore 4 to 5 stars. You may choose a new home at any time and end the game early if desired. So, okay, so once you find the new home, then the game is over. So this is, that's what it means by a planet building exploration game. So you're like going through these planets, seeing which one is best for your home. And then page 31. Then you choose a new home and the game. Have each explorer show your new home and the game. Oh, awesome. If all players agree, you may instead travel to 1 more star. Doing this will use up all your fuel reserves. After you explore this final star, choose a new home. Everyone must choose a planet at this current star. You have to, no matter what. Okay. I am a person who will definitely break the spines of my books. I know some people love their spines. I don't mind. This is really cool. A star map of the local galactic region. So the stars. Each star has secrets. Do not read this section before playing if you want to be surprised by your discoveries. Ooh, I do want to be surprised, so I won't read this section. Oh man, a perfect rock. Oh, this one sounds like it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna set that to the side. Okay, we have a perfect rock star map. I'm gonna open up this bad boy and see how big it is. I can already, it feels like it's gonna be quite large. It's 28 by 18 inches. For your sci-fi adventures, use it to search for a new home in a perfect rock, or as a setting to explore in other role-playing games. It says. Wow. Okay, let's do it. Let's see what the back says. Okay, it shows you how to explore a planet. Gives you the rules once again. Okay, let's open it up. Okay, I can flip it open one more, like that, but you technically don't need to. You can have it like this. Boom. Here is another view of that. This is the galactic star map of the local galactic region. We have Mina Prime in the upper left. And then we travel to Espa and Talca. And then you travel some more to Ganshi. Then there's Corelli, Unknown, Proxima. And then you go to Sol, all the way to Forna, up to Regenta, the core. Looks like you can possibly get back to Espa and Talca, or you can go to Aurora. Then there is the cradle. The cradle is an anomaly. The bottom of the map has these little, shows you like a star. It's an anomaly. It's a connected star path. It's the last update. So I got them. Okay. Ooh, I mean, this is awesome. This is very, very cool. I kind of want to frame it. I will be looking at Amazon frames, Nick. Oh god. Okay, that is a perfect rock. Oh, that's a good, man, if you, anybody like backed this, this is a good amount of stuff. I think that one's gonna be a fun game. So that was 2 I've looked at so far. I have Ion Heart. Some people say they have played it before. Yeah, that was a cool map, right? Okay, so this was also sent to me, Ion Heart. And then it came with a pilot's logbook. Now, I'm not a big journaler. This game does mention journaling a lot. Now, what I'm going to do personally is just write my notes of how I usually write my notes digitally on my keyboard here, but I might, I could I could scan my notes and then I could get it uploaded online. But this is the logbook, and of course I'm going to use it. I believe it also has the rules inside, references, and then it shows you, you write down what planet, what is the date, what's the time, journal entry number. Now, is this the in-game date and time or a real world? And then it has ion core temperament. I think that is for your mech. And then that's it the entire time. You got your notes. And then you have like areas where you can like scribble and doodle. It's just blank pages in the back. I'm not a scribbler or a doodler, but there lots of people are. So this is gonna be, that back section is gonna be fun. But yeah, definitely got to use the logbook. And then this is the pilot's handbook. Oh, and then this little art card came with it. Very cool, like pastel art for this game. And then they also sent me Ion Heart Remembrance, Echoes of the Last War. I think it's like an expansion. Let's see. Another game, a little bit on the larger side. Because I play so many games, I'm always like, if you can get me in 100 pages or less, you got me. I'm really loving the colors. I love I love pastels, so I really like the pink and the blue. The graphic designer in me and the UX UI designer in me loves these colors put together. They are complementary and it's pretty. But yeah, this is just a game about your mech. It is very different from Home. Home is very devastating. Another mech game, but you're meant to like die. You go in, it's your suicide bomb. You already know you're gonna lose everything. It's very rare that you will make it out alive with that same character that you went in with Home. But that's the point of the game. This one, I've been reading it. Has already been a war. And there has been like a mass production of mechs and people connect with their mech. It's like their buddy. And this one again is about exploration. And this one could be fun as well. So I'm gonna set that here. And then we have Remembrance, which is like it's more info, more lore. And then you have new story circuits, which are just like little modules, little adventures to play through. Really appreciate the story circuits. Makes it easy to like hop into the game. Let me see. I don't know what song is playing because I can't hear it. I don't have my headphones on. Let's see. Uh-oh. So you can... Oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, sounds fine. Not too loud. Didn't want it to be too loud. So what is Remembrance? Okay, so let's see. The whole galaxy was shaken by the war with the Nephilim, but perhaps nowhere more so than here. As the spider-like Rakeen people seek to rebuild their civilization from the ashes that remain, a new culture emerges. The sentient machine species of the Lawnborn. Can the Rakeen and Lawnborn people work together to escape the shackles of their past and forge a new home together? So this is the journey into the Rakeen Star Weave in this expansion. New character creation options for pilots and mechs. Expanded lore. A trilogy of epic interconnected story circuits. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Dozens of profiles for new enemies to be encountered. Awesome. So that is Ironheart. I also have their new, this was also, I just got this in the mail about a couple hours ago. This is their quick start. This is not solo, but this is for their new multiplayer. So interesting, you know, they started off solo and then went multiplayer, it's usually the other way around. So that is very interesting. Okay, so this is not solo. I'll be reading this just personally and probably gonna run a one shot. And then I have Dead Belt. Basically, you're going on ships. You're trying to get stuff and become rich. And then I have Cyan Starlight. It's called Lonely Sci-Fi Role Playing. And again, the paper feels very smooth, very thick. You can get a real good paper cut. But that's Cyan Starlight. This wasn't sent to me. I bought this because I like sci-fi. And I don't know when I'll play this, but I got it. And then I have Courier Repacked, and then I have 11th Beast. Now with 11th Beast, I might just go live and play it live. Because this one will be quick, I think. This is like a one shot, like you do it in one night type of game. It's like 15 pages, I think. It's, it's 19 pages. This bad boy will be done in one night. Courier is a game about being a courier, of course. An immersive post-apocalyptic adventure in a world after the end. Mutant beasts roam, raiders pillage, and rogue robots plot. You are the lifeline connecting isolated factions and desperate survivors. Now, you will navigate the wasteland, fulfill contracts. There's combat and survival. Endless adventure. Is it endless adventure? Is it? I don't know. A lot of games will say endless adventure, but do you have the tools to make it endless for the player is a question that I have. And the thing is, in about 65 pages, can we create endless adventure? I don't know. Maybe. Experience a narrative-driven game where your decisions matter. Every contract completed, every alliance forged, and every enemy defeated leaves a lasting impact on the world. So I don't know if this will be endless adventure per se. I can see myself playing this maybe 3 sessions. But listen, no one has beaten Astro Prisma for me, and I don't know if they will. That one is such a good one. It's so rare that it's such a rare gem, that game, Astro Prisma. But yeah, a lot of these other games, I don't expect them to, we're not competing per se. But will they beat, I might end that game with around 20 sessions. Are these other games going to beat that? I don't know. So we got Cyan, Starlight, Courier. We got Dead Belt. And then we have Ion Heart. Ion Heart right here. And then we got a Perfect Rock. We got 2d6 Dungeon. So how do I decide? Do I roll a d6? Do I roll it? How do I decide which one to go with? I'm trying to think. What if I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? I could roll a d6. Cyan stuff, but these are all, these 3 here at the end are all sci-fi games, or we're in space. I guess so is a Perfect Rock. And Ion Heart is I guess they're all kind of, 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess 5 of the 6 that I pulled out are all kind of futuristic sci-fi. 2d6 Dungeon is your classic dungeon. I could roll a d6 and just play whatever I roll. Perfect Rock seems fun. They all seem fun, so I won't be mad by any of these. Dead Belt, when I was reading through it, it's the only one where I was like, you have to pull out the cards and all that. You know what? I'm gonna place Dead Belt by the side. I just remembered I was reading through it, and the more I read through it, the less started vibing with it. Even though there's not a lot of Dead Belt plays, but I'm gonna set it to the side for now. Okay, we got 11th Beast back in the lineup. 11th Beast is probably the most different out of all of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which one should I go with? I kind of want to just have, I want to do maybe a live stream of just me playing 11th Beast at some point this week. Why not? This will be a low pressure game. So let's say 11th Beast is in, because it's just been sitting there for the past couple months, and I think this could be a cool live one shot. Okay, but now I have 2d6 dungeon. And I have a perfect rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have Ion Heart, a perfect rock, 2d6 dungeon. I have Courier. Okay, I'm gonna pull out Cyan Starlight because I think it's a little too, it's not too similar to Astro Prisma, but I'm already playing like a, Astro Prisma is Hexcrawl. I don't think this is Hexcrawl. But I'm gonna set it aside for now. So now I have these 4. Okay, now I can roll a d4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And whichever number I roll, it'll be the game that I start to record for next, which I am going to be playing later on tonight. So let's see. I have a digital dice roller up. I have 1d4. If I land on a 1, it's a perfect rock. 2, I'll be playing Ion Heart. 3, Courier. 4, 2d6 dungeon. Ooh, that is a 3. Okay. Courier it is. Okay, so 11th Beast at some point this week. I'll do a live stream, maybe Thursday, of just playing 11th Beast. Courier, I will start playing tonight and recording and seeing how it goes, creating my character, printing out the character sheet and all that. So those are the 2. Ion Heart and 2d6 Dungeon are coming. I think for 2d6 Dungeon, I want to read it a little bit more. It's a little bit heftier than the rest. So I think that's what I'll do. Perfect Rock is coming. They're all coming, of course, but you know, what's coming next is the question I was having. So there you go. Just gonna grab these. Perfect Rock. I'm very excited to play a Perfect Rock. It's like a spiritual successor to my home playthrough. I also have these 2 games, which were inspired by, I have Notorious and Outsiders. I played through Notorious, as you can see the tabs. This one was when I was first getting into solo gaming, so I wasn't really recording. I was just playing for myself. You know, that's where like my first Miru experience. I played a game called Outcast by Caesar. I forgot how to pronounce his last name. But this is Notorious, and it is based off of or inspired by Ronin, and Ronin is really fun. I never finished Ronin though. I don't know why I never finished Ronin. I feel like I still have my character sheet. I had a lot of fun with it. It's like very simple, but and it's like it's right on the edge of what I find fun. If it was any more freeform, I wouldn't like it. But it has just enough for me to grab onto and to roll for, and to generate. And that's kind of like what Notorious is. And then Outsiders is part 2, like an expansion. But I haven't played it yet. But of course, I love Star Wars. I love bounty hunting, and it's very much giving like Boba Fett, Jango Fett, and all those cool guys. The art is really cool. I will eventually get to Outsiders. It's just been sitting there. There's so many games. That's why. The art is just freaking awesome. So cool. He recently like kickstarted another game, but it was more like card based, and I was like, oh, I don't want to play with I'm explaining it wrong, but I didn't want to play with cards personally, so very cool. But I'll get to Outsiders eventually, and I hope to get back to Ronin. Ronin was so fun. I put on some like Japanese era appropriate music. I love playing music while I play that fits the game, and so that was really, really fun. Yeah, 11th Beast. 11th Beast is gonna be fun. So this is later this week, and then Courier is tonight. These are the two I have landed on. Okay. So I have been live for an hour and 18 minutes. It was supposed to be 30 minutes, but looking through all those games got really interesting. So I have a good idea what's going to come next after these two. It's going to be between 2d6 Dungeon and a Perfect Rock. So we'll see about that. And then Astro Prisma continues to be the one constant, very awesome game that I'm continuing to play. Yeah, and then Ion Heart, of course. But yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching if you did. And keep an eye out for when I go live for 11th Beast. I'll put something up on my channel soon. And looks like a Courier video is coming up soon as well. So have fun, everybody, playing your games too, or watching and listening. Go support small creators, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys next time.